Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're getting into a top 10 source all about visiting New York City, our mission to really sift through it and find those key pieces of advice, those, nuggets of knowledge, maybe help you plan your own trip or just let you soak up the Big Apple vibe from home.
Yeah, and it's interesting how these lists work. When you really look closely, they can sort of distill what a place is truly about. It's not just like what you see, but why these particular spots. What story do they tell about NYC?
Okay, let's get into it then. Right off the bat, the source hits us with two big ones. The Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island, obviously iconic, right? But what's the deeper angle the source highlights?
Well, it points out something pretty staggering, actually. Ellis Island processed something like 12 million immigrants. That means it was the gateway for almost half of all Americans today.
That's a lot.
So that ferry trip from Battery Park, visiting
Yeah.
both, it really connects you to, the roots of the nation. It's more than just a statue.
That's a great perspective. Okay, so from freedom symbols to looking down from way up high, the Empire State Building, always on the list. But this source throws a curveball suggesting Top of the Rock might actually be better. How do they stack up?
Right, and that's a valuable point the source makes. The Empire State Building is, well, it's legendary. That 86th floor view, built so fast during the Depression,
Yeah.
it's history. But Top of the Rock, it gives you that amazing view with the Empire State Building in it. Plus, you get incredible views over Central Park. And honestly, it's often less crowded, so maybe a bit more relaxed.
That's a solid tip for planning. Okay, speaking of experiences, walking the Brooklyn Bridge gets a big mention. What's the key insight there?
Yeah, the source isn't just saying go take a photo. It's about the walk itself. Going from Manhattan to Brooklyn, especially like sunrise or sunset,
Mm.
those skyline views are just something else. And it's free. A
Yeah.
really immersive way to kind of feel the city's energy and see the architecture.
Makes sense. And after that walk, maybe you need to chill out. The source points to Central Park. It's more than just grass, right?
Oh, absolutely. The source calls it the city's vital green heart.
Hmm.
And it really is. It's this huge engineered piece of nature right in the middle of everything. A real oasis. You've got spots like Bethesda Terrace, the Strawberry Field, and they even mention free walking tours, which tells you how central it is to city life.
Okay, from green calm to total sensory overload, Times Square, the crossroads of the world, they call it. How do you best experience that?
The source is pretty clear. Go at night.
Mm-hmm.
All those neon lights, it's almost like unreal. It's just about diving into that buzz, the performers, the giant screens, the crowds. It's pure spectacle.
And right near all that craziness is Broadway. World-class theater, the source has a tip for catching a show. Yeah.
Definitely. Broadway is, it's a huge part of New York's identity, a cultural force. And the essential tip, book way ahead if you can, or if you're flexible, try the TKTS booth for same-day discount tickets. It's a classic New York thing to do.
Okay, shifting gears a bit. Art and history. The Metropolitan Museum of Art, the Met. Just how big are we talking?
We're talking massive. It's one of the world's largest art museums, truly. The source mentions ancient Egyptian stuff, European paintings.
Mm-hmm.
The collections are incredibly broad. It's like walking through centuries of human creativity all in one place.
And then something much more recent and very powerful, the 9/11 Memorial and Museum.
Yes, the source really underscores this as a place for reflection, remembrance, those reflecting pools in the tower footprints
Yeah.
and the museum itself. It's a deeply moving tribute
Hmm.
and really important for understanding the city's more recent story.
Absolutely. Okay, let's round out the main list with some flavor. Little Italy and Chinatown. What's the experience there?
Food, definitely.
Yeah.
But the source frames it as more than just eating. It's about the whole atmosphere. You get that authentic New York pizza, maybe a cannoli or dim sum, but you're doing it surrounded by the bustling streets, the culture, the history, unique shops. It's a real immersive cultural bite. Delicious, too.
And really quickly, the source also gives a nod to MoMA, the Museum of Modern Art, and that cool combo of Chelsea Market plus the Highline Park.
Yeah, a couple of great bonuses there. MoMA for modern art lovers, and the High Line is that amazing park built on old railway tracks right next to the food hall at Chelsea Market.
So wrapping this up, after looking at these places, the views, the history, the culture, the food, what strikes you most about the character of NYC that shines through this list?
That's a great question to ponder. When you take all these landmarks together, the gateways for immigrants, the heights of ambition, the spaces for art and reflection, the neighborhood flavors, what does that whole picture tell you about the ongoing, always changing story of New York City?